Are you struggling with prop firms? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be speaking about key lessons learned from trading prop firms. I've been trading with prop firms for around almost a year now. I've had passed numerous prop firm challenges. Key lessons I've learned with trading prop firms, and I'm 100% sure that this will provide value to traders out there that are struggling with prop firms. Even if you're experienced traders, you will definitely learn something, so definitely stick around. And before we start, make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and let's get started. Let's get straight into it. I can't emphasize on this enough. Straight away, I mean, the importance of risk management. In the beginning, I've been there, done it, over traded, over risked. In a way, over trading is also called over risking. Obviously, if you're placing more than one trade, you're obviously over risking as well. So definitely, number one, I would mention, this is why I put it obviously at the beginning of this presentation, if you want to call it, or this video. Proper positioning sizing. Position size should be a very small percentage of the account to survive the drawdowns. I would say about maximum 1%, no more. Second one, predetermined stop losses. Always set stop losses for each trade to limit losses if trade goes against you. And trust me, even if it's an A plus setup, B plus setup, a trade will, like the great Mark Douglas mentions, it's just a game of probabilities. Even the best setups does not mean you will 100% win the trade. So following a proper risk management allows you to survive drawdowns and remain solvent, managing other people's money as well, or your own money when you even trade with prop firms. Number two, trading psychology. This is every day. You can never really master this. You can only get better and better, but you can never master at this. No one can ever say, I've got the best trading psychology in the world, or I don't need to work on it anymore. I've absolutely, just is 100% perfected. No, they're lying. You will always just have to improve your psychology. That's just the way the game works. Cultivating discipline, patience, and emotional control is vital for traders to make rational trading decisions under pressure. It takes time and practice to develop these skills. Traders should focus on following their trading plans, managing risk, and controlling emotions. You might have your psychology might be great for 5 days, 2 days, 2 weeks. You just have to be wrong once. Your psychology just has to take over once, and you can just go over into tilt, and you'll just start just over trading, over risking, over leveraging. Anything can happen. It just has to happen once. And from my experience, always I would recommend reading trading psychology books. That definitely helped me to improve my trading. I always now, when I enter it, when I come to my computer desk, I load it up. Before I've even placed my first trade, before I've even loaded up the computer, I'm like, I don't want to trade today. This is how I battle my trading demons. Like, why do I have to do this? I don't want to do this. Obviously, deep down, I know I love what I do, but I'm like, I don't want to do this. I just want to get off the computer as soon as possible. Whether I win or lose, I don't care. Place my trade, walk away. Simple as. I'll find out later if I won the trade. If I lose, happy days. If I win, happy days. We move on to the next day. So, number three, understanding the rules. Your trading rules, understanding the rules of the prop firms. You've got to know, before you enter something, you got to know the rules of the game. You got to know what you're getting yourself into. So read the rule book thoroughly. Review all trading rules, risk limits, and evaluation criteria in detail before trading. Do you have a checklist? Do you know exactly why you entered the trade? Do you know exactly why you exited the trade? Do you even have a trading strategy? Do you know the ins and outs of your strategy? So even with the prop firms, do you know the evaluation stage? Like, how much is maximum daily drawdown? How much is the profit target? How much is maximum overall drawdown? So know your rules. Understand how you are evaluated. Specifically how your trading performance and risk metrics are calculated for evaluation purposes. Tailor your strategy accordingly. Shape your trading strategy and risk management approach to align with the firm's rules and evaluation criteria. Clarify any ambiguities. Ask questions to resolve any unclear or ambiguous rules before trading. You can always go to the evaluation, support team, the prop firms, ask any questions. Never find it like, oh, can't be bothered, I'll do it later, or I don't need to, I know what I'm doing. Better safe than sorry. You don't want to fail a prop firm challenge and then ask the questions. Track your own metrics daily, monitor your risk exposure, drawdown, profit split, etc. to ensure ongoing compliance. So always understand the rules before you go with any prop firm. Another thing, this is, I don't think this ever gets spoken enough about. I've seen other videos on YouTube. I think developing your edge is one thing. Knowing what your edge, in my eyes, is another thing. Obviously, you got to know what your edge is, then you develop it. So those are two different things. Example, my edge, I believe mine is, I aim for a 1 to 10. I trade GJ. My strategy is a hybrid one. I looked at different strategies, then combined them together with a little bit of my own ingredients, if you want to call it, and then it turned out to be, and it just works out for me perfectly for me. So find a statistically valid trading strategy, backtest different strategies to find one with strong statistical significance. Number 2, focus on rules-based trading. Use quant rules and avoid, discretionary trading. So obviously, me personally, I have a checklist always I look at. If I don't look at the checklist, I won't even enter the trade. Always know the reasons why you're entering a trade and why you're exiting a trade. Match strategy to your personality. Find a strategy that fits your risk tolerance and psychology. Me personally, I'm a intraday risk trader. So do you like trading? Can you hold trades for months? Then you're obviously a swing trader. Are you one of those traders that you like getting in and out quick? In a few minutes, few seconds. Would be scalp trading. So whatever suits your personality. Me, I have the patience to wait a few hours or the day, and that's why I'm an intraday trader. It suits my personality best. Get an edge in the markets. So number 4, a valid strategy with clear rules gives you an advantage. So once you find your strategy, it's not just okay, now I know how I want to trade, I'm just going to enter the markets and I'm just going to pass these prop firms easily. No, it doesn't work like that. There's a certain plan. You have to have a certain strategy. Once you find your strategy, back test, forward test, all journal. Always, it's like having a sword. Just keep sharpening it. Keep sharpening your skills. Skills pay the bills. So keep improving your strategy. Continuously optimize your strategy over time. It's only the more you spend on your strategy and the better it gets, it's only it's only your benefit. Only you win. The more you win, more money in your pockets. Just keep improving that strategy. Don't slack in this, area. I can't emphasize on this enough. Always develop your strategy. Like, I'll give you an example, guys. Look, this is mine. I'm always working on my strategy. For the last, if I zoom in on this, I've worked on this today was a losing day, right? I only risk 1% maximum, 524th trade today. So why do I do this? Because I know that it's only just that's one aspect to improving my edge, right? There's journaling. There's obviously, I do this on TradingView, mostly where I entered from. I have 2,000 drawings on my TradingView, so I never delete them. I know, so I always remember when I can always go back where I entered from. Another, a great tool is TradeZeller. You can always look back to, your exactly at that moment where you entered the trades from. So stick to your rules, follow your trading rules, even during drawdowns. Always follow your trading rules, and just keep it improving that edge. So the learning curve is steep. That is definitely 100% true. When I was trading, obviously, even currently, the learning curve is always going to be steep. It always is going to be, no matter how good you become as a trader. And that's just because if you're always someone who's willing to learn, then you will make that curve steep for yourself automatically. I look at it like this: the steeper the curve for you, it doesn't mean that you don't know anything. It just means that you're willing to learn more, if that makes sense. So number 1, days to meet loss limit requirements, weeks to achieve consistent profitability, months to master risk management, quarters to develop trading edge. And that's just the way it works. That's how steep the curve is. It's going to take months, weeks, maybe years, and it happens to a lot of traders. Me personally, I became profitable, I would say, within about 8 months, but I was 8 hours per day, every single day, putting all the work in, learning, evolving, adapting. Always. I used to trade Euro USD EU first. I did like the 1 to 6 or 1 to 5 strategy. Me personally, I like having a big risk to reward. Mine is about 1 to 9, 1 to 10. I'm happy with that. I'll trail the trade. If I think it's going to go more than a 1 to 10, I'll just 1 to 15. A lot of people might be like, whoa, what's this guy talking about? He's just talking a lot of crap. Well, no, that is my strategy. That's why I pass these prop firms easily. One of my videos, I passed their phase 1 within 2 trades, within 2 days. It should have been 1 day really, but I explained that in the video, so you can go check that out. But yeah, always learn. You got to treat yourself act like a sponge. Just keep absorbing, keep soaking in the information. You can never learn enough. Okay, reviewing your performance. Record all your trades in a journal, and always look back at your trades. This is very, very, very important. If you're not journaling right now, start now. You're never too late. You'd rather start late to journaling rather than not doing it at all. I don't journal anymore. I've come to that stage where I just remember the things now. Number 2, review losing trades to identify leaks in process. I still do that till this day. I don't win every single time. I just showed you on my Excel sheets, right? These oranges, they're losses, minus 1%. Now psychologically, why I put them in orange is one of my favorite colors. I didn't want them red. Red is more of a violent color, if you want to call it. Greens obviously is a good, nature, resembles nature, so it feels good. So that's, as you can see, 10% profit, 10% profits. Blacks, all the blacks are like under 10% profits, but they're not losses. So 7% profit, 5% profit, 6% profit, 8% profit. So every previous weeks they're always profitable. But it's just my trading strategy. It's not a single strategy. It's different strategies combined into one. It just benefits my trading personality. So refine strategy based on lessons learned. Look at your mistakes. Look at where you're going wrong. Be realistic with yourself, and just keep fine tuning your strategy. Just because you change it a little bit or tweak it, test it out for a few weeks, then go back. If it's improved just overall percentage of gains you're making, stick to it. If it doesn't, it's alright. You've already written down your previous strategy, go back to it. So yeah, okay, another one, embrace tools, guys. Take advantage of this. Use tools to your advantage. Don't just have where it's your broker and that's about it, and your dashboard on your prop firm. No, utilize other tools to make you a better trader. These are some of the ones I use. TradeZeller, one of the best, is by Umar Ashraf. I don't have no affiliation with these. I don't have affiliation with any of these platforms. I just tell you about these because I know it'll just make you a better trader and it'll improve your trading game. So TradeZeller, definitely there is a subscription fee, but it's definitely worth it. You can use it for journaling. It's got an automatic journaling system. Obviously, you just automatically sync your trades in. Microsoft Excel, I've already shown you mine. It's very good for back testing, just showing you where your winners are, where your losses are. Even if you look back in 6 months time, where you went wrong. I don't just have, by the way guys, back in Microsoft Excel, I have the links of trading view charts, so I can always just click on this was a losing day, okay, let me just click on the link and just load it up. Forward testing. Now obviously I've got the funded trader here. With the prop firms, I would recommend with forward testing is once okay, I'm doing alright, okay, I've got a certain strategy in mind, I've got my checklist, I've been back testing for a while. If you got, go with the cheapest account, most affordable one, 10k account, 5k account with funding pips. The funded trader has I believe they have a 5k account as well, if not 10k account. Do a bit of forward testing with them. It's okay to make mistakes. You'd rather make mistakes on a 5 or 10k account than a 100k account. So definitely I would emphasize, once you have a certain idea in a mind of how you want to trade, and you got a bit, if you think your psychology is a bit in check as well. And obviously with forward testing, with prop firms, it will bring in, psychology will definitely be a factor in which will play in. So you'll definitely you can use it to. You don't really trade on. What I'm trying to say, you don't want to trade on a demo account. There's no emotions. There's no so psychology won't improve. You can only improve psychologically if emotions are included. Simple as. So yeah, once you think you got a system in place, you have an edge. Go grab yourself a 5 or 10k account, and that's why I'm trading on a 10k account right now as we speak, just to show, obviously, for YouTube purposes. Okay, so Steve Jobs mentions, focus on one thing and make it the best it can be. Don't do other things. Obviously, if you want to do trading, stick to just trading. One of the reasons I've come to YouTube is because I think it makes me a better trader. It definitely has improved my trading game. That was the whole reason of coming to YouTube. But obviously at the beginning I just stuck solely to trading. I am writing my second book. My first one's A Kid's Guide to the Universe. It's on Amazon as well, which is receiving positive reviews, which I'm happy about. I'm working on my second book, but I've moved to different areas after I found my edge. I know how my psychology is in place. I have my checklist in order. I know what my plan is, and then I'm doing different things. But in the beginning, spend that time on the trading chart, spend that time doing research on YouTube, spend that time back testing, forward testing, and just making that this is all very crucial to making, obviously, getting better. Okay, again, keep your emotions in check. Sticking to your trading plan without letting emotions like fear, greed, hope, regret, ego, or other biases interfere is critical for trading success. Deviating from your plan based on emotions often leads to poor decisions and losses. Maintain discipline and trade your plan. Simple as that. That's all trading is, guys. It's very simple. People just make it, I have to learn all this, and then what how trading is, guys. It's like, imagine graduating from university, right? And then realizing, wait a minute, going to high school was enough, or going to primary school, or that was all that was needed. It's like that, exactly. You learn about everything, you soak in all the information, you can get all these courses, you can get all this content from YouTube, and in the end, just to realize, holy crap, trading is actually very simple. I didn't really need to know everything. And that's how it is. Keep your emotions in check. You're gonna have to work on this. Read books, work on yourself. You gotta be realistic, know when you're going wrong, and then over time you will only get better and better. And when you look back and take breaks, I would definitely recommend this. Take breaks. Don't just do trading. No, take breaks. Come back after a week, have a bit of rest, spend time with family, quality time, go out with friends, enjoy yourself. And I can't emphasize this enough. I put money on this, guys. When you come back after a good week's rest, or 2 weeks, whatever you want to call it, you'll be in a psychologically better place. You will trade better. You will be like, if I lose a trade, it's okay. And it'll just improve your trading game overall. Okay, risk less to make more. Now, I'm sure we've all heard of this. Everyone's heard of this. If you're new to trading and you're not heard of this, then obviously you're hearing it right now. Maximum single trade risk taken, it should be capped at 1%. You get some scalpers, they might use 0.5%, 1/4%. With prop firms, I think 1% is perfect. Risking less, I would only do 0.5% or 1/4% once I'm funded, and then I would risk 0.5%, because obviously, if you're risking 1%, 10% maximum drawdown, you only got 10 lifelines. If you're risking 0.5%, you got 20 lifelines, and if you're risking 1/4%, then obviously you got about 40 lifelines. So it makes sense once you're funded, but in the beginning, just to pass the phases, I would say recommend 1%. Okay, second, maximum daily loss is capped at 5%. So again, if you're only risking 1% per trade, 0.5%, that doesn't affect you at all. But always bear that in mind. In the beginning, I was over risking. I just wanted to pass the stages, but definitely stay in that limit. Maximum drawdown is capped at 10%. Obviously, if you know what you're doing and you know how to trade and you have that edge, and this is what it means by that edge. The edge isn't to make you, win more, or the edge. Well, it could be that edge as well, but in my eyes, the way I look at it is, your edge is if it makes you survive against the 10% overall drawdown. If you are staying away from that 10% drawdown, then you have an edge. Simple as. If you're staying away from that 10% daily drawdown, think about it. That, like, I look at it like this, guys. And the prop firms are very smart when they, Why is max daily drawdown 5%? Let's think about this. Why is max daily drawdown 5%? Think about this. If it was 1.5%, then everyone would pass. You know why? Because everyone would be scared to risk more than 1% per trade. So I mean, obviously, it can't be 1% max daily drawdown, because as soon as you risk 1% and you will lose, then you just blow on the account. So if they even had a 1.5% max daily drawdown, everyone would be forced to risk only one trade per day, and because of that alone, you would pass, because the market only goes up or down. Simple as that. If you got 10 trading days, max 1% daily drawdown, 1.5% daily drawdown, you're only risking 1% per trade. I'm sure you'll even pass, hit a few profits even by a fluke. I might hit that 1 to 5, 1 to 6. Sometimes the market just carries on going. You might just cover all your losses and just pass the challenge like that. So be smart. Never go near 5% daily drawdown, 4%, 3%, 2%. Just stick to 1%. If you lose for the day, walk away. Simple as. So number 3, maximum drawdown is capped at 10%, obviously. Number 4, minimum monthly return target 5%. I try to hit about now I stick to about 5% per week. That's me, because I've perfected my edge. Not perfected, wrong word. Getting better and better with my edge. It's always improving, and the reason why your edge will always improve and it can never be perfected, because if you say you've perfected your edge, that means you're trying to say you perfected and you know where the markets are going, and you're forecasting, you've predicted where the market will go tomorrow, the day after. So if the markets are always changing, your edge will always need to be adapting and again improved. Simple as that, guys. Okay, so going back to the beginning. So the key takeaways, guys. The key lessons that I always learn from, which I knew earlier, and obviously we've gone over with prop firms. You do all that. You watch this video backwards as well. You do all this what I've just mentioned, and I promise you, and I have these 4 rules before we end this video. It's gone on long enough. These 4 rules, I call it, what I'm going to call them. I call them the 4 ones. Number 1, 1% per trade. Number 2, one trading session. Trade only one trading session. Number 3, only trade one trading instrument. And number 4, one trade for the day. So one trade, 1% risk, one trading instrument, one trading session. These 4 ones will make you will elevate your trading game. Try it if you don't believe me. For 2 weeks even. Just do this for 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks and you'll see what I'm talking about. Hope this video provides enough value to everyone, whether you're beginning or whoever you are. If it provided value in any way, guys, hit that like and subscribe. I wish you nothing but the best in your trading journey. I'm out. Take care.